Hello, beautiful people. My name's Lynda Gaiao, and this is the fourth part in a series where I've been talking about underlying issues which are ultimately energetic causes for us not bringing in a steady flow of clients into our businesses. And as someone who is a natural giver, someone who loves to help, someone who just from within them always wants to serve others, we can get into this really unhealthy energy exchange where we always end up doing things by ourselves and for ourselves because we struggle to ask for help. When I speak to clients about saying to them, when someone, a friend or someone in your life asks you for help, do you ever feel like, oh, I don't want to do that, that's crappy? No, because you're a natural giver. You're always there. You step up to the plate, and you'll often even drop everything that's going on in your own life so that you can help them. And you do it willingly, and you give this beautiful energy to them. But when it comes to reversing that, when you really need help and it's coming to the space of where you want to ask for help, for some reason, people are like, doesn't feel good, like I don't know if I can accept help. And one of the strongest emotions that I've noticed that comes up a lot is this emotion of guilt. Firstly, you feel guilty that you even need to ask for help. You feel guilty that you are in a space where you can't do things for yourself. You feel guilty that when you ask for help, you're going to be putting people out in some form or another. And you feel guilty that if you need help, what does that say about you serving and helping other people? Because you should be serving them. You should be okay to help them. So there's this whole guilt emotion that comes up. And the energy of this guilt emotion essentially is putting out this energetic message to the universe that doesn't allow things to come in. You're kind of holding the energy and not being in a receiving mode. So you can see how if you're having this issue of not bringing enough clients into your space, how this energy of guilt and not asking for help can ultimately push them away and stop them from coming into your space. So what I want you to think about over the next little while is, what can you get help with? What do you really need help with? And in the previous episodes of this particular series, I spoke about having a really busy schedule. And having a busy schedule often means that we haven't stepped up and asked for help. We're kind of getting into this I can do everything space, but ultimately we end up feeling depleted because we don't actually ask for help when we need it. So having a busy plate is number one. So you need to really get all the tasks of your day-to-day life out there and look at those and say, where could I actually get help from other people? Which of these tasks can I delegate? Can I shift onto other people? And the next one is about the willingness to receive, because if you haven't spent time really connecting into your inner self and actually getting into a receiving mode, it's going to be really hard to receive help from other people. And if you haven't taken the time to put yourself first and do things just for you, you also won't be in this receiving mode. So if you've done all of those things, then getting to the space where you're ready to ask for help can be a lot easier. So if you haven't listened to those previous episodes, I encourage you to go and check them out. Once you've got your list, you've identified which tasks you can need help, you can ask for help for, I'd start with the smallest ones, the easiest ones. And we wanting to take something that's on the subconscious and energetic level and really surface it to the top so we can start becoming aware of and notice how we react and how we respond to different things. So for example, if we have this really small thing that we need help with, we've decided that we're going to ask for help with, we've recognized somebody who we feel that can help with that, but when it comes to the space of actually asking for the help, we resist it, or we sidestep it, or we go, you know what, I'll just quickly do it because, I'm pretty sure I can just get this done. These are the things we want to notice. We want to notice how much we keep ourselves out of this space of receiving and asking for help. And then if you are able to step up and actually ask for help, I want you to notice how it feels to be on the receiving end. Are you able to graciously accept and allow that energy to flow in and just go, so beautiful to have help. It just feels amazing. Or are you feeling like, this person's helping me. I feel uncomfortable about this. These are things we want to notice. These are things we want to become aware of. Because if we don't have that receiving energy, if we don't allow that receiving energy to come in, if we don't accept that receiving energy into our space, how can we accept new clients? How can we accept the energy of new flow into our space? So it's all about you becoming aware of and getting to the space where you can not only ask for help, but you can receive it too. One of the tips here that might help you is to actually enlist the people that you deeply care about, those people that support you in your space, into helping you. And you might actually ask them, say, look, I'm really struggling with these things. Is there any way that you feel that you could help me with these things? And instead of saying, I need you to do this and this and this, ask them how they can support you. Ask them how they can step into your space and to support you. And if they're giving you the suggestions of how they can support and help, they are more likely to be volunteering to do it and have the right energy coming into the space, and you'll just meet in this beautiful space of asking and receiving, and them giving and you receiving. So using is the wrong word, just enlisting people around you to really support you in your journey is so important. We are a social species, and we are a community species, and we are here about helping and supporting one another. And if you're always supporting others but never receiving support, ultimately that's going to affect you. At some point you'll be left feeling depleted and your energy be really low. So step up now and ask for what you need and be willing to receive it and accept it into your space. If you've got any stories to share or things to tell me about how you've got other people to help you and how you've been able to accept that help, I'd love to hear those stories. So please feel free to share those with me. It's been my absolute honor to have a chat with you today. My name is Lynda Gaiao, and continue connecting to your hearts and hearing the messages of your soul. Namaste.